bag, but Dipesh Devendran, the way they took on Dipesh Devendran is what has impressed me the most. You know he is the strike bowler. You know he is the one that troubled you last time around. This time you sent him a message and the team a message that you aren't daunted by him.
I think it was a lengthy bowl. I love the batters to play the horizontal shots because that's generally how he bowls. Bowls back of a length, bowls into the pitch. Yes, he looks to bowl the full ball, but generally. So he's paid a price in this spell. None for 51 in 6. But I think this young man, Patel, Ilan has been very good. He's kind of steadied the Indian bowling ship. He's brought back some control when the rest of the bowling have been going for a lot of runs.
All eyes will be on him. Bees his arms. Sends it for 6. Ends Keelan Patel's spell with that maximum. Yeah, we're looking at a skyscraper as big as the Burj Khalifa when it comes to the score that the Pakistan under-19 side can put up in this final. As the umpire lets us know, we're into power play 3 and the death overs.
Well, if you look at where Pakistan is, that's the field going into the last 10 overs. But if you look at where Pakistan is at the moment, you're going into the last 60 balls with one very good batter who's set and striking at a nearly 150. And also a top order batter, Farhan Yusuf, who's support. So this is perfect if you're the batting side. So you can really prosper. If you go at 7 runs, 8 runs and over, you're looking at 350 plus, which can be a very, very big march, big score to chase.
Good fielding. Aaron George, short fine leg.
So this is the game. India will hope that the skipper Ayush Matre will put his hand up. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, we have seen glimpses of him, just one knock. Gets into his act. This is that last 6, short delivery, dragged over mid-wicket. And of course George, Aaron George. Another look, that was short, very short. Aaron George plays his role. They need solidity, they need something special from the top 3. If they are to get anywhere close to what Pakistan looks like setting them for a chase.
He's rolled his fingers over the ball. Carefully played by the captain as well. Applauded because they realized how it was.
That's the plan. That has to be the plan. Get the man on strike. Get the man who's striking at close to 150 on strike. Just keep pushing the ball around, knock it around. Of course, if you get a bad ball, you put it away for 6 like it did. But otherwise, the objective, give this man as much strike as possible.
He's not moved as Sarfaraz. He's just stayed there throughout the innings. Enel slips and perhaps put the batters off as well. Straight towards the fielder.
I think he missed out. That was not a great delivery. It was a short delivery and the mid-wicket area is open on the leg side. So if you get it over the fielder, get it over him, that's 4 or 5 yards either side. So he's got to be very, very careful with the length because he's bowling to a tight offside field. Leg side is quite wide and large open spaces, but he's got more on the offside.
Again towards the fielder. Directed and it could be Cartons. Oh, you don't want to do that, Sameer Minhas.
That was a brain fade. Absolute brain fade. How could he run? It was played straight to the fielder. Good call by the captain, but just look at this. He's shuffled across and he's... Oh my goodness, a direct hit would have been interesting.
A direct hit, he would have gone. he was absolutely gone. What's interesting though is because he's batting from this end, which is the school end, the scoreboard is right in front of him. He can see that he's on 148 not out. I wonder if that has any bearings on his mentality as he plays these shots right now.
Yeah, there's a definite possibility. Let's not forget he's a young man. He will have to learn to soak the pressure. So at the moment, 148. Yes, he'll be interested in his 150, but he's got to be careful. That's you play it straight to the fielder and you try to run.
What's fascinating is didn't get nervous in the 90s, but suddenly now a little more careful after that incident.
He's playing the situation, not the ball.
They're getting ready to celebrate alongside Samir Minhas. He'll get that single, get himself to 149, 279 for 3 after 41. During the death overs, Pakistan under 19 have been superb, 9.89, and that augurs well for them because at 10 and over they can reach 369 and set a target of 370.
And you're talking about going into the last 10 with a set batter or set batters, and that's what Pakistan has. So they can express themselves fearlessly and hoping that this man can carry them through.
On what has been a gorgeous day for Pakistan under 19, it has been a gargantuan performance by Samir Minhas. Raise your bat once more, young man. 150 in this final.
Amazing temperament, amazing innings. Obviously coming into this game under pressure. It's an India-Pakistan game, so there's added pressure. And you come in and play an innings like this. He's used the sweep shot very effectively against the off-spinner. And he's got maximum results. Outstanding knock. It's a special knock.
And just the character that he's shown. Just the character that he's shown throughout. Remember, he came in during ball 1. From there on, to just stay in the middle. Very few. Yes, there have been certain moments where he's been a little lucky, but very few false shots.
I think it's been an off day for Kanish Chauhan. To start with, his length hasn't been all that consistent. He's also erred bowling his line, but every time he's been swept, he's gone wider and bowled shorter.
And he's crossed another landmark. Of course, the fact that he's made 150, but he's also the third batter to cross 150 in this age group of under 19 cricket. After Shahzeb Khan, who did it against India under 19 in Dubai. That was last year. And Shamil Hussain, who did it against Sri Lanka under 19 for Pakistan. So Samir Minhas adds himself in a very celebrated list. To 86 for 3. Yeah, I'd like to have a look at those notes. She's talking tactics, isn't she? These These are the highest scores in the tournament so far. Samir Minhas features twice already. Wow.
What about that young man, Ian Misbah? What a player he is. Plays for the UAE, and he looks another special player. Great temperament, great technique. Sure, he'll go a long way as a batter.
Work of art once more. He can do no wrong.
I'm just wondering whether it was a full toss or whether it was a half volley. Either way, brilliant execution. He picked his spot, went over cover. Yep, it was not a full toss, but it was almost a half volley. No, just over pitched. And look at how he goes over cover. And that's the longer part. So the timing is perfect.
To rush through his last over too.
See, if you look at the 3 far and look at how he goes over cover, and that's the longer part. So the timing is perfect for Minhas. He's moving quickly.
This is what he was looking for. That Yorker negotiated very well though. I mean, when a player is back, you're seeing that ball at the size of a football, aren't you?
And also the other thing is that the Indian bowlers have really not found a way to restrict him. He's picked his spots. He's opened up areas. He's challenged the Indian bowling, which has been a real challenge for the Indians.
Boom! A second sun in the sky.
Us bowlers, the very
After 39.
horizontal shots, because that's
Stadium at the ICC Academy.
Who's got it all wrong? Who's got it all?
Ends it for 6.
Who's got it all wrong?
मैं मोए
Who's got
बड़ा
it all
करने
wrong?
लग गया
सब करें नहीं तो स्क्रीन ऐसे ही रहेगी पे क्लिक करें लिंक पहले कमेंट में पिन है
लिंक पे
लोग
क्लिक
पे
करें
क्लिक
नहीं
करें।
तो क्लिक ऐसी ही क्लिक करेगी नहीं तो क्लिक ऐसी क्लिक रहेगी
Who's
और
got it
क्लिक
all
पे
wrong? Who's got it all wrong?
क्लिक नहीं तो क्लिक
And you
क्लिक
don't
पे
bowl
क्लिक
that
होगी
when he's in this form. He's sighting the ball and he's striking it. And that's a gift and very well accepted. Needed 16 runs in the over. And
It is! It is! Finally! Finally, they see the back of the villain of the Indian under-19 hearts. A brilliant innings of 172 comes to an end. And Deepesh Devendran gets his man.
yeah, bowled us slow. Rolled his fingers on top of it, deceived him in terms of pace. He was expecting a pace on, looking to go over the top. But what an innings from this man. Another look, definitely gripped a little bit in the surface because it was bowled slower. Went miles up in the air. Very good catch by Chauhan. But 52 by Minhas, Pakistan, 302 for 52.
पहले कमेंट में पिन है पहले कमेंट में
I know it was...
52 by Minhas, 52 by Minhas, 52 by Minhas, Pakistan, 302.
Samir Minhas going needs Huzaifa.
ही रहेगी लाइव मैच देखने के लिए लिंक पे क्लिक करें लिंक ही रहेगी ही रहेगी
पानी भी नहीं है सिर्फ चाय ना ना
52 by Minaz. Pakistan 302 for 4.
एक 172 पे आउट।
एक बार फिर 2 छक्के 1 चौका लगा के अगली बार फिर मारने की कोशिश की है वो हार में चली गई 172 आउट हो गए अंडर 19
He starts off with dot ball. Dipesh Devendran gets a wicket finally. 302 for 4. He starts off with dot
50
ball.
मीटर
Dipesh
भांडे
Devendran
कहीं के
gets a wicket finally. 302 for 4.
ठीक है गली क्रिकेट है उनको देखते हैं फिर। हाँ भाई
पिछली बार 240 भी नहीं बना पाई थी तो इस बार बहुत भी हुआ है खुश है पहले पिछली बार गिरी थी
क्या ले फिर देखोगे वादा पूरा मैच हमारा साथ हमारा सबके जो अलग देखो हम लोग तुम तब से करो था उनकी तरह कार्टून नेटवर्क की तरह लाइव चलाए निशान माए होते हैं
मैंने देखो पीएसएल में जिस तरह
ना फिर आखिर का खत्म मारा फिर नहीं लिया
careless.
आखिर में तुमने कोटा जी
Enjoy your cricket, have fun. That's oh, was that a chance? Struck really hard. Struck fearlessly, struck for 4. The captain, Farhan Yusuf, is not holding back. Might have lost a wicket in the previous over of
फरहान
Samir
यूसुफ को
Minhas.
तरीका नहीं आता पता नहीं ऐसे कैप्टन बना दिया कप्तान ऐसे कुछ
Runs will still come. It's Kanish Chauhan this time around.
वो अभी आगे बाउंड्री
Cracking boundary.
हां उसमें टाइम भी मारा
कोई
And
नहीं
let's
मारा
sit
क्या
down the
मारा
ground for a single. He's hitting some cracking shots here. And I welcome Ali Yunus in the com box.
Yeah, now these batters, they've got the license to thrill.
0
They can go after every delivery. They've got 6 wickets in hand with 7 over 6.4 overs to go.
किसी ने बनाया था इसको
And Farhan Yusuf, mind you, is also a very clean striker. He can hit them big. So another 6 over of him will surely take that score to 260 plus.
अभी जितने आउट जाते
And hit, but straight into the hands of the fielder. Hassan's got to go. We saw his big hitting prowess in that previous match when these two sides were up against each other in the group stage. But not today. It's Kanish Chauhan who has the last laugh. Hassan trying to up the scoring rate. Comes and goes without troubling the scorers.
बॉलिंग की अच्छी नहीं है
Yeah, that will be a question mark if that was needed, yes. Just came in, facing third delivery. Yes, he had the license, but still the connection not quite there. Timing not there, yes, they enjoyed. This is the good face for India at the moment. Josephus Ehsan gone without scoring. It's 307 for 5.
जाना बात सुनो कार्टून नेटवर्क का तब तक करने निशान लाइव लगाऊं मैं सेटअप ले आओ है निशान सेटअप ले फिर तब से करेंगे बैकअप ले लेते हैं ना
For 2 here. They get one and settle for one. I think there was hesitation. All of a wicket also prompting the captain to eschew risk. He said, hang on, let's not take that risky second run. Also gets strike back. As the captain is Mohammad Shan. Takes that single to get off the mark. Oh, shuffled across his stumps. He's created this opportunity to get 4. Farhan Yusuf very intelligently gets 4 to end the over. It's 312 for 5 after 44.
मतलब ये सुन गया थी यार ये सुन गया थी
Samir Minhas, highest individual scorer in about India versus Pakistan under 19 match on the DP World Men's under 19 Asia Cup. 172 that he's got in the final today will really bolster Pakistan's chances. Farajpa is 139, not out as well on that list. For India, there was at the Eden Gardens back in 1990.
For a boundary to Shan, gets him going.
He's played it wide of third man to get that four. Using the pace that Dipesh Devendra generates. Kishan here, I think was a tad late. One step behind the ball, or half a step behind the ball. Tried to put in the dive, or dived over it.
Yeah, should have done better than this at this level. It's just not been switched on since morning. It's just a wonder why that has happened. Because we don't expect Raman at this level, I mean, at any level, if you made it to Indian national side under 19 maybe, pressure. Usually it's us who take the pressure. For the first time at this level, we're seeing the pressure being on India before the start of the game. That surprises me.
Tipped away for runs. Just get a feeling that they were just a tad off the pace when the game began. It wasn't really pressure, but I just get a feeling that in the initial few overs, they weren't absolutely keyed into certain minute things, like Henel standing at third at the boundary, not wearing the sunshades on when he was had the sun right in his eyes. As a catch that would have changed the complexion of how things went. The catch put down by Aaron George early on in the innings. So those half moments, really, those moments where you felt that they weren't completely switched on, probably.
And who is the call? But they're not gonna get. This is good. Good sprint. Probably that 18-run inning of Zahoor early on, that really, put them on the back foot. Probably then they realized, certainly in first couple of overs, that, oh, maybe we've made a mistake of bowling first, that this is a better of a pitch.
But I still get a feeling this Indian batting unit has the wherewithal. There's Vaibhav Suryavanshi, there is Aaron George, there's the captain Mahatri, who's due for a big knock. Vihan's been in good touch. Slower one. This is what's required here. The slower deliveries, the change-ups on a surface like this, where if you ball pace on regularly, the batsman's liking the pace onto the bat. And Devendran's got that ability to take the pace off the ball. And I dare say, Ali, right, Pakistan have got runs on the board, but it's not going to be a cakewalk. This Indian batting unit can bat deep, and it's a good batting surface. So don't discount the Indian team out yet. They've got the wherewithal, and they've got the big match temperament.
You see all this discussion? They know it. Oh, yes, Dan, go on, bold. Yeah, attempted few different tricks in the previous over, not to be this time. Didn't get the connection. Good consistency, great line, great length. Full toss just he missed.
He shuffled too far across the stumps because the fine leg was up. He's been wanting to play this shot. And that one just off the inner edge of the bat. He's played it onto the stumps. Devendran sticking to the basics, getting his man, and 19 for the Pakistan under-19 captain Farhan Yusuf. He's back in the heart, 319 for 6. Six down, the Pakistan under-19 side as the Indian bowlers are clawing their way back in this match. At one stage, the Pakistan under-19s were thinking about 400. Abdul Subhan walks out. He's known more for his bowling exploits. He's got 11 wickets as well this tournament, but right now he's got to contribute with the bat. I think this is a good comeback by the Indian bowlers. They pegged back the Pakistan under-19 side as Henel starts a fresh spell.
He's appealing for it. Oh yes, given out. What a fantastic period for India team in this game. They've taken 4 quick wickets and surely pulled back things for themselves. Brilliant comeback.
Henel starts off his over with a wicket. Just feeling.
विकेट बोला था ना, इस ओवर में एक और विकेट आएगा, आ गया ना मेरे भाई विकेट। भाई 20 ओवर में कितना रन बनेगा देख लो, टेलीग्राम लिंक कमेंट बॉक्स में डला हुआ है, बता दिया गया है 20 ओवर में कितना रन बनेगा और विनर कौन होगा ये बता दिया गया है। टेलीग्राम लिंक कमेंट बॉक्स में डला हुआ है, ज्वाइन करो मेरे भाई, फास्ट ज्वाइन करो। विकेट बोला था ना, इस ओवर में एक और विकेट आएगा, आ गया ना मेरे भाई। भाई 20 ओवर में कितना रन बनेगा देख लो, टेलीग्राम लिंक कमेंट बॉक्स में डला हुआ है, बता दिया गया है 20 ओवर में कितना रन बनेगा और मैच विनर कौन होगा ये बता दिया गया है। टेलीग्राम लिंक कमेंट बॉक्स में डला हुआ है, ज्वाइन करो मेरे भाई, फास्ट ज्वाइन करो। विकेट बोला था ना, क्रिकेट में हार हार के परेशान हो तो नीचे लिंक दिया है मेरे भाई, बाबा ठाकुर के ओरिजिनल चैनल का लिंक है, जल्दी से जाओ ज्वाइन करो, चैनल को ज्वाइन कर लेना, जो आएगा मोटा पैसा कमा के जाएगा। एक बार लिंक को ज्वाइन करो, अगर काम पसंद नहीं आया तो तुरंत लेफ्ट कर देना मेरे भाई। क्रिकेट में हार हार के परेशान हो तुरंत लेफ्ट कर देना मेरे भाई। क्रिकेट
चिकन करे का कुमल के अंदर तभी लगता है मुर्गी
ये पाँव करके मारते बढ़ते हो बस पाँव जमीन पे गिरने भी नहीं देते। यस
Missed out getting to that 350 and look at this. Lots of dot deliveries and wickets.
4 wickets in the last 3 overs. Oh, edge just wide. That's going to go for 4. Streaky boundary for Shafiq. He gets off the mark and Henel says, there's no justice in this world for a bowler.
Absolutely, but Pakistan will take it with both hands.
चलिए
They'll take every run that comes their way from here, regardless of how they come. Tentative, very soft hands, but maybe a bit of angle to it too. That's why it didn't really go towards the wicketkeeper. Like the very end, it just angled it towards third. It was in business. Been very good. They pulled back things amazingly well.
The last 21 runs, Pakistan have lost 4 wickets, including 2 of their well-set batters, and that's how the complexion of the game has changed. Dot ball. No, they get a single. They get a single. That's all right. Oh, the umpire was almost in the firing line there.
Now when the tension is back, you could just tell by the faces. At one point, Pakistan was cruising along, looking for 400. But those last 18 deliveries, 22 runs only, 4 wickets. That's where the damage has been done.
Absolutely, Ali Bhai. The other thing is, remember, we're in the 3rd power play. So the extra boundary rider at the back, 5 on the fence. The big well-set batters looking for the glory shot, looking for the big hits, holding out in the deep. With the extra fielder out there, that's turned the tide. That's changed the complexion of this match. A good comeback by the Indian bowlers as well.
And not to forget, just one ball being used now. So that has really changed the last few overs for the batters. When the ball gets softer, bowlers tend to get reverse swing going. All these little factors that come into play. That's what Pakistan looked in a hurry before. The 40 overs before, there was one ball was taken. So lots of credit to Indian bowlers for using that ball to their effect. Getting the wicket, it has always been about wickets.
The change-ups coming into play with Devendra pulling the slow ones, mixing things up. That's a dot delivery to end a wicket taking over. 6 of it is 325 for 7.
हट जाएगा
जी करो मत करो
हट जाएगा
बाटे पर तुम्हारा बाटे पर क्या टाइम हो रहा है नमाज पढ़
तू कखदा नी सानू
कावे छड़िया तू कखदा भी थानू
देखो देखो
तू कखदा
अगर इस समय कल करते हैं
Highest team totals in the Under-19 Asia Cup final. That's the number we're talking about. Pakistan today, 325 on the board, have surpassed what India posted, 314 back in 2014. That was a match where Sanju Samson got 100 for the India Under-19s in that final. Vijay got 100 in that final as well. Oh, the crowds queuing up. India had defended that
तो तुम याद
314.
है ना है ना
With Kuldeep Yadav in the bowling attack picking up 3 wickets in that match. That was 11 years ago. And we've seen them go on since then to play for the national side, for the senior team.
हैं हाँ कुलदीप यादव
All
भी
of
है
them waiting outside to get in because they know that India's got Vaibhav Suryavanshi.
अंदर नहीं
No matter how many Pakistan get, if he gets in, he gets going. Aman bhai, then India is in definite chance to even score down 360. But he's been guided towards third. 2 is the call, but he's not gonna get taken out of it.
Yes, there's Bigan Kundu you see in your screens. He got a 209, remember, a couple of games ago. Fans are only queuing up.
226 326 नंबर दा वो स्कोर है मारे हैं अभी
Even if
3
they're
ओवर
not in
पूरे
the
रहते हैं
stadium, but outside the stadium, they're trying to find a vantage spot with some elevation. That they
3
can
overs
watch
are
the
left
match.
and are very
With an
good
unobstructed
and
view from
personality
outside the
overs
ground.
are remaining so oh a ball is
It's
missed
always good to have a
single
big
no
around.
single is
You can
done by
always
the
rent it out.
single is done by the
So that
player
people can get
and
to those buildings and watch the game.
you will also see how the players
look
of
at
the
this.
Indians
Very expensive building. This
are
must be today.
in the pressure
They're all
and they take the
enjoying
pressure
wherever,
also
as you said.
so Pakistan have to
We can
remove
find a spot
their
to
pressure
watch this
from
game.
them
And it will get interesting in the second
and
inning.
they
even.
are frustrated
It's not just a one-way traffic or just one-sided game.
Takes the aerial route. There's a fielder there. Gets under it. Thank you very much. Henil Patel takes the catch. Dipesh Devendran gets his third wicket in the final. And he's moved up to 14 wickets in the tournament now as Devendran. Pakistan lose another wicket here.
Yeah, that one ball certainly working for India. Yeah, I wanted to go big, but very smart captaincy. He's got that point fielder at the boundary line, knowing that what length the bowler will be using. Dhawan go back after scoring 2 runs, 327 for 8.
Oh, now the 8 wickets down as the Indians started the playing, and 8 wickets are down for them, and the Pakistan is now 307 for it. Pakistan have to play their odd balls and don't play the miss, and
Devendran's
but
got
they
one
are
more
very
over in his
confusing.
spell after this. Almost
Pakistan
had
have to,
another wicket to his name. Siam, the new batter
make
in.
their balls free.
He's going to struggle when some of the top order batters have struggled against Devendran. It's going to be a tough ask for the tail ender.
Certainly working for him. Look outside the
पाकिस्तान
off
हार
slip.
रही है.
Got the room, went after it. But the captaincy, very smart from Madre, had a fielder placed there. They all enjoyed it. They all loved it. There haven't been many moments as far as the first inning is concerned for the crowd to enjoy. But certainly last 30-odd deliveries, it's been all India. They pulled back things beautifully. We'll talk more about it. 47 done, 329 for 8.
तमीज किया करे थोड़ा सी. बटेरा लेते हैं. And we are getting the players. English में बात करते हैं. So for 329 for 8 down, Pakistan have to play their all balls and face their
When they
balls
went past 300, they were
with the
just 3
hero
down for the
consequences,
Pakistan under
but they are
19s.
playing
Within
with
span
the
of the last 25
zero
runs,
energy.
they've lost 5 wickets
By
and
the
lost
Smear.
their way. Targeting 400, I think at the moment they'll struggle to
Played
get to
with the-
350 also.
their whole
if they
energy.
lose another one here.
Yeah, lost 5 wickets in 24 balls for 25 runs, as you said, from 302 for 3 to 327 for 8 before this last couple of runs. Now Pakistan find themselves on a verge of being bowled out in
We
this
have
over.
to play with
in
their
this
whole
inning. 3
energy.
overs, 2 wickets. Made a
Otherwise,
good comeback, especially
their
the seamers.
confidence is the near to
And Anil Patel
lose or the win the ball in the match.
is
Oh,
bowling
what
the
a
48.
miss.
He's got one more over left, so he'll be bowling 48 and 50.
Anil.
When you look at that bowling
Anil.
card,
Anil Patel.
there's one
Wow.
more over left from Devendra. He's going to bowl
2
the
for 49
49th. The problem for India today was that
329 for 8.
Kumar went for quite a
What
few
a
in his
confidence,
5, and therefore
and
the
his
captain
bowling is
Ayush
on
Matre had to complete
fire.
his quota of 10 by bowling 5 overs himself as the 6th bowler.
Yeah, it's the same. If you don't start well, at least finish well. And that's what exactly India has done. They didn't start as per their expectations. But certainly they're finishing off on high.
Why they are
Courtesy
missing
to
their
some
balls.
excellent
They have to
seam
face
bowling. They're still
and do the
doing
single
a bit.
doubles.
That's where
Are there
the point that you
whole
made,
match.
having an extra fielder, extra cushion, and then having one ball to bowl with. All makes a
They all
difference.
one ball to ball with,
Looks
yes.
tense, but still, I think yes, if we're expecting a 370
Pakistani
rating,
players
that
giving
hasn't
it
happened.
us.
Vaibhav Suryavanshi probably he will be in his mind.
Mama
I get a feeling, Alibhai, today that Ayush Matre, he's due for a big knock. The quality player that he is, the captain of the India under-19 side. He hasn't fired with the bat really this tournament. This could just be the day for him. No run there. Absolutely no chance of a run there. Now the fact that they've got the highest score that we've seen in an under-19 side already, but there's still 10 spaces in the Pakistan under-19 record. We saw that because they realized the batting wherewithal and depth of the Indian side.
Yeah, you talk about the captain. Yeah, he's a fantastic player.
किधर है इधर आओ
And you know, to chase down 340 plus or 345-ish, you need somebody like Vaibhav Suryavanshi to fire all gun blazing early on in the inning. First power play, he will have to do.
not and बोला था ना एक विकेट
Swing
आएगी
and a miss. Not much talent with the bat.
और
Certainly
एक विकेट आएगी देख लो सब एक विकेट आने वाली है तो टेलीग्राम का लिंक हमारे पास
for
है
me, it's Vaibhav Suryavanshi. If he gets going early
कुदरू
on
वो
in the
सम्राट
inning,
भाई
this will be a easy,
सम्राट भाई के
straightforward
चैनल
chase.
को लाइक करो
Yes,
सम्राट
you've got
भाई
quality of batters, as you mentioned, the names.
सम्राट भाई के चैनल को लाइक करो सम्राट भाई
He will just take it away.
इस ओवर में एक
Always the
विकेट है
X factor, isn't he?
सम्राट भाई बता रहे
Going to be on the radar of
सम्राट
the
भाई
bowlers as well,
सम्राट
but
सम्राट
he's
भाई
got the ability, he's shown it
सम्राट
time and
भाई
again.
ओ वटा विकेट
Feeling for that
सम्राट
ball. The
भाई
good part is Anil Patel has bowled 5 dot deliveries in the 48th over. So he's sticking to his line and length. He's not giving them the boundary ball. He's already, I think, visualizing. He is in the zone. He's trying to get himself in the zone. He knows there's a big run chase on.
Yeah, let alone talking about the boundaries, he's not been
ना
able
लीते
to get the
टून
connection.
टून
All beaten outside the off stump, playing like a tail ender, not
ना
even
लीते
covering the
टून
line. Should look to get
ना
bat on the
लीते
ball.
जा
That's the
लीते
first
टून
thing.
टून टून दी टून है तू लाइक कर टून है ओ व्हाट अ ग्रेट रन बिटवीन द विकेट्स
Finally. Which means he
No,
will
out
retain
नहीं हुए,
strike for the
कुछ out
next
हुए।
over. 48 gone.
हैं?
350 for 8.
फिर कोई छक्का मारा है चौका तो व्हाट अ ग्रेट विकेट्स एंड कोई बता सकता है कि व्हाट अ ग्रेट एंड द प्लेयर्स आर being pressurized why they are the big score for the running chase or chasing the run.
Raman bhai, will you be worried about this stat? Just been chased once in the finals.
I can see the under-19 skipper of Pakistan looking very worried.
Yeah.
He knows that given the kind of batting that India have, that chased number, successful chases in a final of the under-19 Men's Asia Cup could be going up today.
Yeah, just not being able to rotate the strike even. Forget about the boundaries. Probably now thinking that they don't want to be bowled out before playing the 50 overs. They've been quiet for a while, but last 10 overs, they've had enough to cheer, enjoy.
And
Now they're waiting for the batting show from the Indian side. They've
Pajita
heard about
setting
Vaibhav
here.
Suryavanshi, probably wanting to see him in action on this big day in the
Pajitan
final.
family.
So one good change up by Devendran. The batter had absolutely no clue. You look back at that one successful chase in a final of the Under-19 Men's Asia Cup. It was India who chased down 102 in a 38 over a side game against Sri Lanka in the final that happened in Dubai. in
2 hours remaining, but
2021.
what are they doing?
Really, they'll have a few more. More than 3 times that number to chase down in this final for sure.
Pandiya Suryaniya.
Yeah, finally a run from Shafiq. Taking 14 deliveries for 8 runs. You know, I just like the vibe. It all changes when India is batting. The previous game
Running
also,
between the
crowd,
wickets,
they're so loud. They're right behind the team. And it will change because they've been very quiet. I just feel for them. But I'm hoping that in the second inning, they'll be at their best.
What are
And just
they
a reminder,
doing?
India have
What are
scored
they doing?
400 plus twice in this edition of the tournament. Against UAE, they got 433. They got 408 against Malaysia. Flipped away. That's a good-looking shot. Wide of the fielder. They should come back for 2. Finally, some
What are they
intent and
doing?
aggression
Man.
being shown by these two batters for the first time now.
0 views? But how?
333 for 8 now. The tension is there, you can tell. Eyes, you can see. Eyes don't lie, as they say.
Oh, that's going to be wide. Trying too much. I think wanted to bowl the change up. This one slipped out of his fingers. Devendran.
Yeah, because the batters now, they are showing intent. That's why he's just looking to ball far away from the batter. I wonder why. Everything was working for them. I think he should keep on bowling the same line. Look to take the ball away from the left-hander. These tail-enders, they don't have... They're the tail-enders for a reason.
Again, the slower bouncer. Can't pick up the change of pace there, the tail enders, but he's picked up 3 wickets again, Devendra. He was amongst wickets when these two sides faced off in the group stage as well. Again, the change up. It was a change of pace that got him that big wicket of Samir Minas.
I think that's where it changed. This one was probably given to him. Again, great captaincy. I'll give this wicket to the captain of India for the field placement.
Can takes the aerial route. There's a fielder in the deep. Won't get to it. Just a single. Just trying to get some big runs here. End of the over. 335 for 8.
Last over चल रहा है, but we have to make there all commercially and potentially are able to chase it, but we don't have a little consequence. मैं वैसे मजाक से बात कर रहा था, शुगर मारे. सब लाइक कर देते और पाकिस्तान have to chase it. No, India have to chase it, but the target is very high and India have to play with their whole and the potential energy to chase it down. Here, and the next over is continuing as the last over, and one banda is gone. जो था वो चला गया बंदा. कुदरू दियां सीरियां नियां.
To the tail-enders. This is very good. This is quality from Indian bowlers.
Yes, it's the final over of the innings now. 5 deliveries remain. Well, they're looking for the boundary hits as Siam and Shafiq now. Sarfraz knows that they may be about 30-40 short from what they might have originally planned to get when they had set batters at the crease, but it's been a great comeback by the Indian bowlers.
Yeah, but at the start of the game, at the toss, if you had given 336 to Pakistan, they will gladly accept that we're fine with this score.
It's all about momentum, isn't it? Slow one, clipped away. Should be taken. Or put down. Dipesh Devendran puts that catch down. Henel Patel's disappointed, as every bowler is when a catch is put down. But the important part is that they've got 2 more runs.
Yeah, bowler to a bowler. Tired effort, I would say. Just took a lot of time to reach. You had it covered, but that just popped out right when it just hit the palms. Yeah, tired effort, you can say.
I think Devendran, who just bowled out his quota of 10, was probably just a tad switched off, thinking, all right, I've done my job.
But you should have looked at the captain, the way he gave him a stare.
Would be another single. Yeah. As they cross over for another run. The good part is that the Indian bowlers have dried out the boundary hits over the last few overs, especially in the back end of the innings. You not bowl those boundary balls.
Yeah, they've been good. Mixing it up, bowling those Yorkers, those numbers. Yeah, Devendran, 3 wickets, but gave away 83 runs. The first spell was a bit tough for him, but Patel, he's done well. 54 runs for his couple of wickets. 342. 3 balls remaining, the projected score.
Another slower one. Again, they're wanting the pace on the bat, which is something that Henel Patel hasn't offered. It's been a good over, tidy over. Should have had a wicket, but nonetheless, despite that, it's been good. You're right, Ali Bhai, when you said that if before the match started, Pakistan would have taken 340, 342. Yes, they would have. But when they got going, they were targeting 380 to 400. And from there, when you see India pull things back, pick up 5 wickets in a quick, short span of time in just about 7 odd overs, I think the momentum shifts. And this game's a lot about momentum. And which team takes the momentum going into the break?
Just one straight to the fielder. I think this can happen once the scorecard is dominated by one batter. Samir Minhas scoring 172. They're all around it. They're thinking that he's going to do it for us, and he has done it for us. So everyone came in and started looking for glory, looking for big hits, because Samir Minhas was doing it with so much ease that everybody thought that they can do it too. They can be Samir Minhas on the day. That's what his inning has done to other batters.
And that's why some worried faces in the camp. Last ball of the innings coming up. Goes big. And that has gone the distance and more. So wrapping up the innings with a 6. They get 12 runs off that final over. 347 for 8 in 50 overs. That's what the Pakistan under-19 side have posted in the final, which means India will have to pull off. Will have to chase down a record 348 if they can do that to win the title here in the men's under-19 Asia Cup.
Yeah, talk about momentum shift. It's all these little things that matter. And maybe that last 6 will give them a little momentum back, which India just took them away the last 8 or 10 overs. So yes, they will be happier side going into the break. 347. It's still a king-size total to have posted in the final. He will be worried, but still he will be confident that yes, he has the potential, he has those abilities, he has those batters with him who can chase down. So if any team that can chase down this total, has to be this batting lineup.
Probably what the captain Ayush Matre was telling all the other young guns in the side. The boys in blue have their task cut out. They'll almost have to score at 7 and over if they've got to chase down 348 in their 50 overs. But look at the Pakistan under-19 batting card, dominated by Samir Minhas. Another big knock. He got 177 earlier. That was against the Malaysian side. He scored 172 in the final today. A half century from Hussain, complementing that knock from Minas, and those two innings have really put the Pakistan under-19 side in the driver's seat. Let's take a look at Samir Minhas's innings. There was a half chance early on, but then after that, he pretty much took the game away from the bowlers.
Yeah, standing up tall on the day when it mattered. Some glorious hits, some glamorous hits, some great placements, some stylish hits. You've seen it all in this inning. He's not scared to come down the track to the spinners. He's a very courageous youngster. On the day when it mattered the most for the team, quality 100 for his side, and a very humble celebration.
Yes, that mammoth partnership, initially 92 with Usman Khan, and then that 137-run stand between Hussain and Minas, which really set things up. Another 42-run partnership between the captain, Farhan Yusuf, along with Minas. It was the common factor for the top four partnerships that really mattered.
Indian bowlers, they did not start off as per their expectation, but they finished very well. Devendran getting 3 wickets, a touch expensive, giving away 83 runs. Patel getting a couple of wickets, 1 wicket for Chauhan and 2 for Patel, also giving away 44 runs in his 10 overs. Overall, they'll be disappointed, but they'll be happier that they pulled back things.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that they were on Pakistan when they crossed 300, I think the Indian bowlers would be pretty happy. They picked up 5 wickets in quick succession thereafter, and in the end restricted them to 347. Well, just catching up with Ahmed Hussain right after this innings. Let's hear what he has to say.
Well, I have with me Hussain. Hussain, बहुत उम्दा बारी ली आपने, एक उम्दा पार्टनरशिप लगाई आपने समीर के साथ. तो जब आज मैच शुरू हुआ था, क्या टारगेट था आपके जहन में पहले बैटिंग करते हुए?
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ जिस तरह ये टोटल हुआ और परफॉर्म हुआ। जी बिल्कुल, शुरू से यही माइंड में था। स्टार्ट भी अच्छा हुआ कि 300 प्लस करना है। तो जिस तरह समीर ने खेला माशाल्लाह, तो वो हर ओवर में बाउंड्री भी ला रहा था, तो प्लान यही था कि 300 प्लस करना है इंशाल्लाह।
समीर को आपने सामने से खेलते देखा, बहुत उम्दा खेले। आप क्या कहेंगे उनकी अप्रोच को और उनकी बैटिंग को लेके, और क्या आप समझते हैं कि ये टोटल इनफ होगा इस पिच पे?
जी माशाल्लाह बहुत क्लास खेला है समीर, और इंशाल्लाह आगे भी उससे उम्मीद है वर्ल्ड कप में और ट्राई सीरीज़ में कि इसी तरह खेले। जी इंशाल्लाह काफ़ी रन है, और लड़कों से एफर्ट चाहते हैं कि एफर्ट कर ले। इंशाल्लाह लास्ट मैच है, फाइनल ही है, तो इंशाल्लाह अच्छा एफर्ट करेंगे।
लास्टली पिच के बारे में कुछ बताइए कि कैसी पिच थी और इस पे बॉलिंग कहाँ करेंगे, क्या प्लान है?
जी मेरा ख्याल लेंथ वाला बॉल जो होता है ना, वो एक हर विकेट पे मुश्किल होता है, तो उस पे भी काफ़ी हेल्प मिल रहा था अंदर, लेंथ बॉल जो था।
चलिए, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका।
थैंक यू।
बैक टू द कॉम्स।
I just loved what he said about Samir Minas. You know your team is doing well when you start being happy for your partners. See, that's what India under-19 need. 342 in 50 overs. 348, that's coming your way after the break.
मरते लगा ऐसे ना ले गया था मैं, इसमें तो गाना